All right, guys, 900 watt power supply for a 9070 XT and 5070 Ti's are starting to show up. Let's go ahead and get to today's video. All right, guys, so this first segment here is the Radeon RX 9070 XT Red Devil with a box showing that you need a minimum of 900 watts or greater of a power supply to utilize this variant of the RX 9070 XT, right? So obviously this one here is revealed to have a 3 gigahertz boost clock out of the box, right? And then it's also saying here in the article that you will need a minimum of a 900 watt PSU or power supply unit in your system, which is only 100 watts less than a 5090 recommendation. Pretty wild, right? I mean, if you're going into an 80 class card or even a 7900 XT, I would highly recommend having a 1000 watt power supply anyway, because you want to account for some of the other components you have in your system to just be safe overall. So here are some other references here for you guys to go over. And of course, just like always, all the links will be linked down below in the video description for you guys to do a deep dive on your own. So now I want to go over one more thing here. I know yesterday in that past video that I did, if you guys haven't seen that, it'll be here in the top right corners of your screen. We went over the AMD release speculations or rumors then, but now the Radeon RX 97 series will be announced on February 28th with an early launch in March, right? So with that being said, this is it. We've already seen this tweet from David McAfee over there at Radeon themselves at AMD Gaming. So NVIDIA is really trying to steal their thunder, like I said in that past video. So this is it. And then again, this article will be down below so you guys can do a little bit more deep dive now that the 5070 Ti is starting to pop up and 5070 is going to be released. So we move into the 5070 Ti showing up now at retailers. And honestly, I'm going to show you guys a quick example here after this little bit of where I see these cards right now. And it's not pretty at all, and it's not going to be pretty at all either for anyone who wants to try and buy this over the 5080. Now, these cards, again, it's ridiculous. They are not showing up at $750, right? And of course, this is just an example, and I already have proof here to show you guys the pricing. So I'll leave this article so you guys can compare that if you're in other parts of the world. And here we go. Bam! At Best Buy's website right now, they've updated their listings to include the 5070 Ti's, and we have one here at $899, $980, $940, and $1,000 bucks. $1,000. That's what the 5080 MSRP's at. Like, this is ridiculous, man. And then now we're gonna deal with a bunch of scalpers, a bunch of resellers that deal with this crap, you know, and it's just ridiculous. And another thing that I found out too, right? Best Buy employees that work there, they are flipping and reselling these cards and scalping these cards themselves too. Fair enough. They have the better chance of taking canceled orders and, you know, snagging them for themselves or doing whatever they can to get their hands on these cards. So that's another front that we're gonna have to fight. And honestly, these retailers just suck. Micro Center's probably the only one that has done a legit like line up outside the doors type of deal, like how it was before, you know, like when you would line up to get a pre-order for a game or a console. This is how they used to do it. And I know they did this before with some of the graphics cards in the prior generations, but I think they really need to go back to that because this is just ridiculous. We're combating AI bots now and people paying bots just to buy these cards. So this is where that's at, right? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You know, like I said, the links are down below for you guys to check out yourselves. And without further ado, you guys know what it is. This is Red Zone signing off, keeping it real, keeping it hot, and keeping it raw. Your normal 9 to 5 guy bringing you some high quality content for you guys to enjoy. Happy Valentine's Day, guy. And if you're new here, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.